Hello everyone, I hope you're well. My name's Dr. Shiraz Khan and I work here at the London Centre of Implant and Aesthetic Dentistry on Wimpole Street. Loupes. Why did I consider starting with loupes? Essentially, I was in a position where I was trying to optimise all of my dentistry and I was coming home and I was having really sore backaches, and this is, within your first year of qualification. As a 25, 26-year-old, my father's sitting there massaging my back and I thought to myself, something's not quite right here. So what did I do? Decided to invest in my health and allow me to be able to see what I needed to see without over-haunching or arching over the patient. And loupes, without question, will protect you and your patient in the long term. So what would I say to someone who's considering loupes or thinking about investing in loupes? Well, invariably, it's an investment that you're going to make for your lifetime. And if you're investing in high quality, good service, well reputation in terms of brand, you're always going to put yourself in good stead. I think the important thing to consider, and I get a lot of questions from dentists ask, well, why would I consider loupes? Can you work without them? You're probably going to struggle if it comes to working without loupes. Absolutely, but invariably I want to provide high quality dentistry. A part of that is being able to visualize what we're treating, diagnose what we can see in patients, and what better way to do that with magnification. So the question also that I get asked all the time is, what magnification do you need to start with? I think it's important to consider that starting with loupes definitely has like a sort of process of you getting used to them. So acclimatization certainly happens. But if you're starting out with using loupes, I'd consider starting with probably a lower magnification to start with. I'd say somewhere around a 3, maybe 3.5. Because what that does is has a significant field of view that allows you to see everything in obviously a lot more detail than with the naked eye, but doesn't close the field of view so you don't miss things. So I'd say starting on early magnification is a great starting point, but going forwards, when you start doing more specific treatments, you may wish to go up in magnification. There's a plethora of options when you decide to go for a certain loupe, a certain magnification. What I decided to go for were the Dragonflies with the iZoom Max. What are they? Well, essentially, they are loupes that have no cords. The batteries are attached to the loupes, which is fantastic, and they've got a counterbalancing action, which works really well. But also, I needed the flexibility of being able to see very high detail and high magnification, and then seeing less detail when I'm doing exams, for example. And lots of people say to me, they're like, oh, do you lose the quality of the image when you magnify? This isn't a digital magnification. This is literally optical, and the quality at 3.5 or 6.5 is exactly the same. I mean, I couldn't live without them. They really have changed my practice and allow me to focus on the things that are more important with regards to quality and standards, rather than squinting or trying to get the right visualization. They really are my left-hand man or woman at work. Now, in the plethora of options that there are for loupes, what made me choose Orascoptic? Well, ultimately, they were absolutely one of the most well-known brands and had the best reputation in the illumination and magnification business. So that was the first thing. Secondly, every time I engaged with Orascoptic, their customer service was second to none. They were able to try and allow me to test loupes, trial them in practice. They had flexible finance options when I was a young graduate to try and get onto the ladder of loupes. It's as much a relationship game as it is quality. And for me, the Orascoptic fits both those hand in hand. So I think it's really important to make some considerations when you're deciding on the loupes that you need to choose. One, of course, is magnification. You need to choose the right magnification for the right type of dentistry. For example, if you're doing more specialist related work with more root canal, for example, you may want a higher magnification. If you're doing more generalist work, you may want a lower magnification. I think the other thing to consider is this a brand that is reputable? Have they got good customer support? And are they nice? Are they coming into your practice and really trying to help you along the ladder? Are they aware of the acclimatization process? Are they able to help you in every way? And for me, all of those things, when they come together, it's very clear where you decide to go. And yeah, of course, there's lots of options like most things, but the most important thing is those that are providing high quality, great customer service, and invariably have got a good support network for any issues that you may have.